What is up, bros? Josh here. Today's video is all about a ranked game we had the other day, and this season's been a lot of fun for me. This arms race kind of mode has been a lot of fun, and one of the main reasons is that it promotes being aggressive, and it's not really like a farming. It promotes you getting close into the match, and I've been loving that the Jean Bart has kind of embraced being a bit more aggressive. Now you kind of look at the Jean Bart and say it's a Richelieu body, so a tier 8 body and a tier 9 game basically. So it kind of lacks some tanking ability, but what it doesn't lack is maneuverability, speed, and with the reload booster, some insane DPM. So this game was crazy fun. Not only shows the strength of the Jean Bart itself, but shows the strength of actual battleship itself being aggressive and being in the right way. I wanted to kind of call this how to YOLO with the brain, because obviously we've seen people from time to time just YOLOing and just basically throwing away their ship. But this one is all about knowing what to look for situations on how to be aggressive effectively. Now, this is not aggressively throwing away your ship, but really looking at the map and looking at where the battleships are moving. So with the Jean Bart, I love to get close early game, trade some life, but potentially get a DD cap. And as you can see right now, things I'm kind of looking for when breaking down a game and positioning is where are the ships going and what ships are going where. So this is a 1 DD match, and one thing we're looking for is what is capping what. And as you saw, I fired my first few salvos without getting detected. They hadn't taken this booster. It's not really that good of a booster, so people aren't really going to go for it. And so I figured that with not getting spotted here ever, they only have 1 DD. We know where one of their Neptunes are, and probably their Buffalo is going to be shadowing the DD. So I'm assuming they're going to be in here because the Buffalo on this island particularly has been extremely strong this season, as well as a couple on the back. So the Neptune's rolling that way. So I'm going to continue to push up on this island since we know all of their battleships right here. And honestly, I will gladly bow tank if I need to. Give my all say some crossfire since they are heading this way. I will gladly bow tank some of these guys and tank some damage. Now, we did just see that there is that buff was taken, so there's a lot of information you get when it comes to this new game mode. So it's just really important to watch the mini map because you can get advantages and get ideas of where ships are without actually even seeing them. So that buff was taken, so that means obviously something is there. The speed of which that was taken means it probably isn't the Buffalo. It ended up not being the Buffalo, so we know that the DD's over here. So that means that I'm going to push up and start getting really aggressive, because if I don't push up, I'm going to get torqued from the side. So one of the things that's amazing is that all their battleships and all their cruisers are going to end up being broadside to me. So if the Kidda goes and fights the DD down, it's Kidda versus Yugumo. That's basically an easy win for our Kidda. Yugumo, in my opinion, has been relatively weak, but I do have to be a little careful about pushing too far up because I am surface detected, and they do have a Buffalo that can just farm me. He's actually going to get a chance to farm me for a little bit here. We have no spots, sadly, and so we kind of just have to sit here and wait a little bit. Luckily, the Jean Bart has speed boost, so you can get going forward very quickly and then reverse very quickly. But let the broadsides begin, and the reason why we get so many broadsides is because our positioning. So we went dark again and get a little unlucky here, but this means right there, boom, smoke is right in front of us, so we just have to get aggressive and get things going. I need to protect. My DD will be a Yugumo basically every time, 1v1, not really even trying, but I need to protect him from this Buffalo. So what you actually see here is a target selection, and this is kind of what I would recommend doing. Is our DD is knowing what you are good against and knowing what your DD is good against. So my DD is going to be good against the DD. I am going to be better against the battleship, so you will see a kind of a tough call here for a lot of people, but I want to protect my 1 destroyer. As you can see, a lot of pings here, but it won't matter, boys. Don't worry, don't worry. And this Buffalo, focusing on our DD, as you see, the Yugumo is popping up, which in most people would focus the destroyer. I want to focus on the radar cruiser. As you even see, I'm telling our DD to focus on him, but I want to protect our DD and lock in as much life as possible. But again, I want to get this radar cruiser out of the way. Faster he gets away, the faster our guy can just farm the other destroyer. So Buffalo, you will be the first victim. I'm sorry, but broadside against the battleship will send you back to port even quicker than you expected. And we luckily juked out that pretty big salvo from that Musashi, but we did take one broadside. But just let the broadsides happen. Again, I'm not going to focus on the Yugumo. I'm going to focus on other ships. Our DD is going to be able to take that out. And we can just kind of do Jean Bart things for the rest of this game. And we will make a fast game because of positioning and because of target selection. Kitakaze goes down. That's wonderful. And because the Musashi has such slow turrets, he ends up shooting anyway. So we're going to slam on the gas too. We were holding down. We're going to slam on the gas here, go forward, and then it's basically GG easy. Now, as you see, if I was near our Musashi, I wouldn't have had any of these salvos. Our Musashi went in a very standard setup. Down that goes. That's almost another dove strike. The reason being is getting into situations where your minimap can show. Now, if I just would have YOLO'd right into everything, I probably would have taken more torps. I probably would have taken more broadsides. I probably would have taken that. But we played a systematic game of watching minimaps, knowing what our team had, and knowing just kind of where to go and getting that crossfire. A lot of people just kind of lemming when it comes to this game. A lot of people are afraid to go into situations where they might take damage and kind of just follow the team and wait for DDs to spot and waiting for cruisers to radar and don't really take the incentive to really do anything themselves. When it comes to this game, we just kind of grab the bull by the horns and, you know, GG easy. This is another situation right here that Jean Bart, I know, is actually a pretty solid player, but he's going to be hiding behind that rock, and we'll just play Ring Around the Rosie. This Neptune will put a shot on him, and then we'll kind of start focusing on him. We know the DD is going north, so we'll hold down this side of the rock and just keep damage on the other ships. Keeping an eye on the Jean Bart the entire time, helping our teammates out too, pumping out some extra damage. You know, if you have that reload, especially that reload booster, which I have been loving this season, you'll see right here. I was kind of, we're gonna send the Jean Bart back to port 2. We're already up to 6 citadels, and really the action has happened in what, 2 or 3 minutes basically. So but the Jean Bart has just been so fun, and this game was just like the perfect example of reading the minimap and then getting into situations where you can take advantage of the team's poorly positioned ships, and that's exactly what we did. DD was isolated. We knew we had a better destroyer 1v1 against them, so we took advantage and then took it out. Now, Jean Bart tends to not be the easiest ship to citadel, but if you shoot right onto those front turrets, you can absolutely do that. And then one thing you can do is get in and get those, not only the agility, he shoots me, we lose our gun, but we will repair that and it won't really matter. And learning the art of the drive-by. That's one thing you can really do. And one thing I like to do, again, shoot right onto those, and sorry buddy, we're going to send you back, and pretty much a GG. So that's a nice little 10 citadels in how long of time? Not too much. Ended up being a relatively quick game. And if I would have gone where our Musashi was, our Alsace would have had crossfire. But if you saw, I went basically from the start of the game, once we got a situation of where the team was, I basically pushed straight up on the 5 line in the middle of the match. So this game was so awesome. It was a lot of fun, and it was kind of just like the perfect storm of them having poor position, kind of putting faith. I know it's tough to do, putting faith and in your teammates. You know, I trusted that the Kitakaze could kill the Yugumo, so I focused on the battleship or on the radar cruiser. So I put faith in that. I kept kind of avoiding. We waited for torps to go by. I didn't give up too much broadside. Took advantage of the Musashi focusing on another ship. Watched for him to fire, then made our move because we knew we had a window opportunity there. So there's a lot of situations that if you just look for little pieces and cues and getting into the right position. Positioning is everything. Location, location, location in this game. And as you see, we're basically a one-man wrecking force and just kind of helped our team in their positions. Our Alsace didn't really do too much. Our Musashi kind of just took damage, didn't really do too much. So our positioning let those guys be distractions and kind of let some other ships that had not the best positioning not really be needed because ours was just so good. So this is just a really fun game. I wanted to kind of show it off, just not only showing how much fun I'm having the Jean Bart this season, but also just how good a YOLO with a brain can actually be quite effective. It's just not a YOLO throwing away your ship. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are enjoying ranked this season in the arms race. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are playing this season. Are you playing the Jean Bart? Are you playing a battleship, cruiser, destroyer? Let me know. I'm interested. And I really kind of want to know how people are enjoying this season. I've been loving it because it's promoting aggressive play, not kind of slow play style. And I think it kind of, I think the arms race mode is one that I'm excited to see stay in the future, and really kind of bring some new stuff to the game and new stuff to just kind of promoting pushing in. I think that's something that we've been lacking for a long time. But anyways, dudes, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.